Hi everyone, welcome back to Yarns. Now today we're going to look at working in our foundations. So to start off with, I'll just explain the two foundations we're going to be working into. So we're going to start with the chain, and we're also going to look at the magic ring. So how to work into these two foundations. Remember, if you do like the content, give us a subscribe. And that means that you will get notified when we post new content. So let's get into it. So as you can see here, I've got a chain set up, and you can check out our previous blog post, chain time, for how to create your chain. Now, when you look at your chain, you can see that there's two sides to your chain. So you've got this side up here and this side up here. So when you work your chain, you want to make sure it's flat, not twisted. If it's twisted as you work it, your foundation will end up a bit crooked and with kinks in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our chain. Now when you're working a single crochet into chains, you always skip the first chain, okay, and you'll start working in the second. If you're doing half double crochet or a double crochet or anything larger, you'll always start in the third chain. Some patterns, depending on what they are, will ask you to start in the fourth. So whenever we start working in our chain, we're just going to put our hook into that loop there, so that side of the chain, and you're just going to create your stitch. So I've just done a single crochet. So into that side of the loop and stitch into that side of the loop and stitch. Okay, so you're just creating stitches into one side of the loop, and then when you work back down, you're going to work into your stitch. Awesome. Now we're going to look at the magic ring and how to work into the magic ring. Now there is a blog post called Master That Magic Ring that I've created, which will teach you how to create your magic ring. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to do a quick review of that. So we're taking our yarn, the ends there. I'm just going to wrap it around our fingers, our two fingers there. So we've got this cross here. So it's really important to have that cross. You're going to take your hook and you're just going to insert it under both. And then I just slide it up, so it's just under that one there. Using this bit of your hook, you're just going to pick up this piece of yarn, and it's just going to come around to the other side. Now I've just split my yarn. Oop. There we go. And now you can see I've got a cross here as well. So as I've done that, I've turned my hook there, and now I'm going to come back, and you see how this piece of yarn is sitting underneath this finger here. I'm just going to bring my hook in under there, and that's going to pick up that piece of yarn, and it's just going to slide it through the hole. Now just there we go. Now whenever I make my magic ring, I always make sure that I take this piece of yarn out of here. The reason for that is it just slides easier when pulling it tight, I've found. So to work into it, I always put my magic ring back on these two fingers, okay? And I'm just going to create some single crochets into this magic ring. So I'm going to take the end of my hook, I'm just going to bring it under both of those pieces of yarn, around and around. So hook. So essentially what you're doing is you're just putting your hook into the center of the magic ring and creating your stitch around it. So I'm just going to do 6, 2, 4, 5, and 6. And then I'm going to, my yarn's splitting a lot today. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this tight. So whenever you've created your foundation number of stitches, you then want to pull your magic ring tight, and that creates your foundation magic ring. So then you can start. Often what you'll do is you'll slip stitch into the first stitch, and then chain 1 and you can start working into your foundations. Easy peasy. Now remember, if you have enjoyed the content in this video, do remember to hit that subscribe button and keep up to date with what's coming up. Awesome. See you soon.